in life. And there is a traditional structure in Hindu thought which maps what human beings could possibly want in life. First thing we want is pleasure. Sense pleasure. We want to eat good things, you want to listen to good music, you want to see good things, films, all sorts of sensory pleasures. All kinds of pleasures, they're all categorized under one term called karma. Karma means desire, also means sensory pleasures. All kinds of sensory pleasures. There's a pleasure you get out of eating a laddu, to the most refined kind of pleasure you get out of listening to classical music, the pleasure you get in artistic creativity, the most refined kind of pleasure, to the grossest kinds of pleasure, all of them are put under karma. That is pleasure. And this is what children seek, they want to have a good time. And you ask students, maybe not IIT students, but other than IIT students, you will find kids partying, and you ask them, what are you doing? We are having fun. We are hanging out. We are having fun. So that's basically pleasure. They're seeking pleasure, having a good time. That is pleasure. And that is one of the goals of life. See, here there is no should here. What we are doing here is classifying what is. What people are doing, that is what we are classifying. People want pleasure. People want to have a good time. And okay, they're having a good time here. So that comes under karma. And typically children, teenagers, they spend a lot of time in this. But as you know, if you look at your lives, if you look at the lives of people who are grown up, please come. You'll find typically, how much time in the week do you spend in having a very good time? Not much. Most of the time you are working. You're doing something else. There are limitations of pleasure. There are several limitations. For example, pleasure. What gives you pleasure lasts for a very short while. After some time, you need another dose of that. You like a rasgulla or mithai, you take it, you find it very tasteful and you enjoy it. But in the next moment, typically you want something else. In fact, the novelist Somerset Maugham, he said something very interesting. He said, if you continuously chase pleasure, if you single-mindedly chase pleasure, very soon you find nothing pleasing anymore. And that's, I don't know how profound an observation that is, but that's true. That's really true. You try very hard to have a very good time, and very soon you find it very difficult. I mean, you get bored with this, you get bored with that. And there is something more than this pleasure. They say what people in IIT are doing, success, learning, education, power, wealth. That's the next thing which people want in life. And that is called Artha. Artha literally means wealth, but it covers all kinds of worldly success. Maybe in education, you get an IIT degree, you get a very high-paying job, you earn a lot of money, you have a status in society, you get awards. All this is Artha. All kinds of success that you get. It's not typically pleasure. In fact, interesting point is you would have to probably sacrifice a lot of pleasure to get this Artha. And I was told, how you have a tremendous workload and you put in 10, 12 hours, 14 hours a day studying. So you are not really in one sense, you're not having a good time out there, but you are working towards something that is more meaningful, success in life, Artha. Beyond this, beyond Artha, people would like to do something for others, expand out of their little selves. Typically, this happens when you get married and you have a husband or a wife, then you have children. You're doing something for others. Most of the time, you'll find your mother and your father, they're living for you mostly. Most of the time is spent, the decisions, major decisions are taken with you in consideration, with kids in consideration. So you're living for something more than yourself. And then not only your family, beyond your family, the wider society, people would like to do something for others. It's a habit to run down politicians. But there are many politicians who come into politics because they want to do something for wider society. So many politicians come into politics for Artha maybe, to get money or success in life or power. But many come again to do something better for society. People speak about Annahadare today. So he is neither chasing Kama nor Artha, but what he wants to do is, it's called Dharma. Something beyond Kama and Artha, expansion into a wider existence, doing something for others. Dharma includes morality, it includes work done for others, wider society, for the good of others, working for the good of others. This is a very general explanation of Dharma. There are more technical explanations of Dharma. Dharma also might mean religion. Literally, Dharma comes from the root Dri, what holds a person together. What holds something together is Dri Dharma, that which holds something together. But here I am taking it in the sense of morality, doing good to others. Dharma, Artha, Kama, it's well known. I mean, most Indians have heard this phrase. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, we keep saying it. So this is what it means. Kama to Artha to Dharma. And of course, we speak about Moksha. What that is, I'll come to later on. These are called the 4 Purusharthas, 4 objectives of human life. Purushartha would translate as a goal, a purpose of human life. We're talking about purposeful living. So traditional thought speaks about 4 purposes of human existence. There is no should here. This is what people want actually. Now I would like you to think. See what you want in life, what you have always wanted. Look at the people around you. And I can tell you, you can sort of classify what they want in one of these 4 categories. All of what human beings could possibly want, whatever they have wanted in life, comes under these 4 categories.
Become Swami Vivekananda's messenger. Share the video with 3 of your friends.
Melody.